For the first time in its 44-season run, Survivor is launching an official podcast hosted by Jeff Probst, and it's time to share some facts about the new venture. A reality TV and pop culture icon, Probst has been hosting the series since its very first season in 2000. He also took on an executive producer role in the mid-2000s. Jeff is now considered to be the show's behind-the-scenes leader, with a hand in casting, creative, and everything in between. Unlike many other popular shows in the modern era, the creators of the upcoming Survivor Season 44 have yet to launch an official companion podcast. However, there are plenty of podcasts about the show. One of the most popular, Rob Has a Podcast, was launched by two-time player Rob Cesternino in 2010. It has branched into a network of reality TV coverage, but it isn't officially affiliated with Survivor or CBS. Jeff Probst is launching the first official Survivor podcast with 1 week left until the premiere of Season 44. EU announced that Probst would be launching the very first official Survivor podcast, On Fire with Jeff Probst. CBS will release a new episode of the podcast immediately, following each new episode of Survivor 44. However, Probst is making it clear that the podcast won't be a simple recap show. Instead, it will focus on the producers' roles in making Survivor happen behind the scenes. "We're going to go inside the making of Survivor from the producer's point of view," he said. "So it's the how we do what we do and the why we do what we do. I think of it like a companion piece to the show." Co-hosted by Survivor producer Brittany Crapper and podcast producer Jay Wolf, each episode will feature a deep dive into a particular aspect of Survivor, as well as a listener feedback segment called, Why Jeff Sucks. On Fire with Jeff Probst will be an inside look at Survivor. The most exciting aspect of the podcast announcement is that it will provide more insight into the behind-the-scenes components of the show. There are plenty of Survivor podcasts that offer episode recaps and strategic analysis, but none which provide the amount of access that an official podcast hosted by the actual Survivor host and producer can. Hopefully, On Fire with Jeff Probst becomes a fixture for the show moving forward, which provides fans with more access and knowledge about the show. The announcement of On Fire with Jeff Probst also bodes well for the quality of Survivor 44. The season has been hyped by Probst as one of the most entertaining installments ever, and it speaks to the producer's confidence in Season 44 that it's the one they chose to launch as a companion podcast. If the season lives up to the hype, it could be an all-time great installment of Survivor. Survivor 44 premieres Wednesday, March 1st, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. Sources: EU, Survivor, Twitter.